We're just gonna, just okay. Just, you know what I'm saying? All right. We got Hooch. We got Alberti. We got Poulet Freak. We got, that's probably French, but I'm not really versed in French. We got Eclipse and we got Tranquil. And here we go. First order of business. A nasty bump. That's how we do it. Real nasty. That's how we like it. Oh, sorry, my dude. See, I hate all the people who are toxic in Rocket League. Now, I'm not gonna say that I haven't been toxic a time or two, but only when it's in good fun. I don't like people who are just inherently toxic every game for no reason. No problem. We got, he makes a mistake there, and then Eclipse makes a mistake there. He knew what he had to do. See, that's the thing. You saw him kind of move. He knew where he needed to go, but then he was like, nah. That's all right. We'll get on the next one. Nice little bump. I mean, he's backwards, but he's got no boost. I'm going to wait for Tranquil, actually, on this one. I was trying to do something crazy. I didn't think that Hooch was going to press, but he pressed, man. We'll see if these guys are pretty good, kind of good, or just a little good, or not even good. Okay, there's a lot of versions of good that you can be. Now, here's a big tip that I hate, which is why I kind of hate playing threes, or hate playing by myself, okay? Big tip I can give. Don't rotate front post. Don't do it. Don't rotate where the ball is. If you're going to rotate back to the net, rotate towards the back post where nobody's at. Okay, why? Because that way, when that person's coming out to get the ball, there's no chance of you interfering with them. You don't know where that ball is going to go. You have no idea where it's going to end up, so stop trying to think that you do. Okay? Now, you might think, oh, well, I'll be closer to the play this way. I'll be ready to pick up, the next ball. Okay, that's great. But that's only true if the next ball is in the direction of which you are currently headed. And if the direction you're currently headed is back towards your own goal, I mean, you're not going to have the best option at it. Whereas if you come from the back post, and you're the second person, that ball's going to be out in front of you. Okay? I tried to fake him coming in. Because I knew he was coming. See, and this is the thing, too. I don't like people... See, that's not enough. I don't like people who don't understand how passing works. So they... the ball comes to them, right? And, they go for a clear, and they just clear it any which direction. At least clear it at me. You know what I mean? At least clear it somewhat in my direction so that I can try and make a play on the ball. And the other thing, on the other side of that, I'm going to try and do that. So go forwards. A lot of people like to just rotate in behind you, which is great. Making the safe play is always a good habit. Feel free to make the safe play majority of the time. But, if you're playing threes, especially if you're playing threes, go forward. Get out in front of the ball so that he has somebody to play it to, so that you're not just clearing it for no reason. So you're not just hoofing it up the field just for them to hoof it back at you, but they have somebody waiting. In these situations, especially defensively, you've got to have big clears. Clears like these. People on the backboard of the net. But when I get up on the backboard like that, somebody's got to be ready in the net. See, he shouldn't be going for that type of ball. He can't communicate with me. It was tough. But the other guy should be rotating. He should be going for the next ball. As soon as I hit the first one, he should be on his way, towards where that ball is going to land. See, I'm going to give my team time to get there. And see, I know that I don't have the best head on the ball, so I leave it. That's another big thing. Feel free to leave the ball if you don't have the best angle. It is okay. Somebody else will have it, unless you're absolutely sure that somebody else from the other team is going to be there. If you're sure that nobody from your team is going to be there. So you just have to be careful. I really do not personally like this right now. Okay, that's better. That's going to be wide. Okay, cool. I need some boost. Looking, I shouldn't be out this far, but I am because I'm stupid. Alright, I'm coming back. See, I mean, I'm just going to throw it out there right now. Champ 1, Diamond 3-ish is a tough rank. Because you see, he just air dribbled, okay, from our backboard over to the side, which is a great clear. Okay, but he's also missed like 4 or 5 flies for no good reason. So, and a couple of hits on the ground, you know, I might add. So, you know, you cannot be sure. Like, you do not know. And, you know, he comes through for the boost, which is great and all, but he just bumped his own teammates. So, be smart. Be smart. It's a great block from him, and he makes a great touch there. I'm going to try and play that over to Clips, who makes a great touch. Wow, dude. You see what I'm saying? Like, you notice a lot on the defense. You know, I am up there, you know, but a lot of these guys, they're missing flies. They're missing hits on the ground because they're trying to cut it too hard. They're panicking on defense. However, they can do offensive shit like that. I'm a very all-around player. I'm not going to probably hit a shot like that, which is okay. I might every once in a while, but not consistently. You know, I'm not going to hit your air dribble. I'm not going to hit your flip reset. I'm not going to hit your, you know, ceiling shot. That's not me, at least not right now. I might eventually get there. But for me, I'm just consistent and I'm calm on both offense and defense, you know. And I you know, whether that is consistently bad or consistently good, you know, that's up to your discretion. But, you know, if I'm having an off day, it is what it is. But my point is, what I'm going for here is you have to be calm on defense too. You can't rely on offense to drive your play. You can't. It can't be an all the time thing unless, you know, you're playing, you know, teamed up, partied up the whole time, and you've got a guy that just plays defenses and is like super hardcore about it. Then sure, it's okay, but then even that's not optimal, right? You get up towards, you know, GC, and if you don't have guys that rotate and that can play every position, then, you know, you're gonna lose. Look at RLCS. Look at like Justin, for instance, right? Justin has some of the sickest offensive plays. He has some of the best offensive mechanics, except when it comes to, you know, when it comes to defense, is he the sickest defender you've seen? No. However, can he play the position and can he play it well? I'd like to say yes. I'd like to tell you that yes, he can play it very well. I've seen him make a lot of defensive stops. I've seen him be very smart with the ball. You know, he is very competent, and nobody else can say any different because he is. He's made insane plays on defense, but not obviously the same quality as some of his like flip resets, ceiling shots, double taps, you know, dunks, like things like that. I'm comparing Justin because I feel like offensively he has the most clips, and nobody thinks of Justin as a defensive player, but that's because, you know, everybody's a defensive player. Because everybody has to be a defensive player. Like, sure, he's not as defensive as his teammate, right? Garrett G. But they all have to rotate. They all have to play defense. And they all have to play every spot because you never know where you're going to receive the ball. And you never know, like, what position you're going to be in. So it's hard to determine that stretch of skill. You know, you can be that good and not play any defense and lose a lot of games. So we'll take one for the team right there. Just being a little patient with it. Sorry, I went on a little tangent. I just, you know, I see it a lot where especially in these Champ 1 and Diamond 3 kind of stuff. Got the caps on. But just such a difference in skill between offense and defense. And this game obviously appears to be a lot better. Try to demo him there. Do a little pass back just to try and give my teammates some space. Don't obviously have any boost, but, you know, it does the trick. You know, you cannot be afraid to push without boost. A lot of people get scared about pushing without boost. You cannot be afraid of it. It's not that scary. Just go. Especially if you're in 3s. In 2s, it's a little bit more, you know. But especially in 3s, like, get in there. Okay, like, see what I'm saying? I didn't use any boost because I didn't have to. I didn't need to. I tried to do a nice little redirect, try to keep some of the power on there, but he did read me a nice little block. But he can do something with it. Just gonna do a little pass out to the top of the box, but he kind of handled it for me. Oh, he kind of blocked me a little bit, but that's okay. You know, it's how do you read your teammates? You know, you gotta read them as best you can. Sometimes you're gonna make mistakes. You know, sometimes you're gonna block your buddy or bump your buddy. You know, it happens. Like I said, look at RLCS. You know, and you know, obviously don't compare everything you do to RLCS level. But for examples, like if you're gonna do something bad, like look at RLCS. They make bad plays too. They make bad choices. They bump their own teammates. They score own goals. It does happen. Don't get down on yourself. If you're down on your luck, you've been having a tough day of ranked, you know, it's okay. You know, like I missed that shot. It's okay. You know, I scored one earlier. I've been playing good defense. You know, to miss a shot here and there, that's all right. To miss a, you know, if you miss 4 and 5 in a game or 4 and 5 between a couple of games, you know, maybe you should be looking out like, okay, am I really, you know, is this the best I've got? I need to be, maybe you need to put some more practice in. Maybe you need to, you know, do some extra training or something. That's a nice power hit. Definitely did some training for power hits as well. You got to use all the angles of your car. You got to flip at the right moment. You got to use the corners. I didn't use the corner there, but normally I would have used the corner. Playing pretty well this game, so you know, being patient is another thing. You know, like I said, a lot of pros will talk to you, you know, in their stuff about, you know, hey, you know, you got to do this and this, and it's always the most advanced tactics of the game. You know, I'm just telling you the simple stuff, okay? The easy things that everybody can do, but maybe you just didn't know that that's what you had to do. Like I said about panicking, you can't panic. You just have to stay calm. You know, it's one of those. I almost got on that, I'll tell you the truth, but my teammate should have been rotated into the front post there. Buddy should have been rotated into the front post, right? Because I'm pushing out, right? Which means I'm coming to shadow my guy. Gets a bad bounce, comes out to the middle. So that means the next person there is Buddy, the guy behind me. He's the third rotation. Then we should be rotating towards back post. Obviously, we didn't do that, but that's where we should be. And obviously, he's going to take away my goal there, which is a little upsetting. You know, I had an opportunity. Excuse me, I had an opportunity to score, and you know, essentially he's denying me of that, which kind of sucks. But at the same time, like I said, it happens. Don't get mad at your teammates. Don't get frustrated at them. If they do it 100 times, yeah, you can be a little frustrated, but don't talk in chat. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. All GGs, all good vibes win games. I'm telling you, the more positive that you are, the more games that you'll win in general. Obviously, you do have to be somewhat good. You can't just be all positive and suck at the game. But the more positive you are, the better you get faster. So that's also a big thing, you know, which is really cool. Positivity is great. You know, I'm all about positivity. I'm also all about order. So if somebody's messing up, you know, if I'm playing with my buddy Kez and I see him, he misses a couple of flies in a row, I'm like, buddy, where are you at? I need you. You know, it's all positive. It's like, I need you. You got to step it up. We've got this. Let's go out here. Let's win the next game. You know, it's positive stuff because, you know, your other person, whoever you're playing with, if you're, you know, can actually talk to them, or if you can't actually talk to them, you know, the good message will make them more likely to say, you know what, I can do that. I've got him. I can do that for him, you know, because they're psyched. You know, if you're putting them down, they're just gonna be like, okay, well, why should I even try? You know, a lot of people think like that. I'm a pusher, so regardless of what you say to me, I'm just gonna give my full effort just because that's the way I play. But everybody's different. You know, everybody's different, and it's difficult to judge how everybody's gonna be, and that's a bit lucky. Jesus. Right out to me. It's a good read by him as well. You know, steal his boost here. And hopefully... Oh, Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not at all what I wanted to do. I was trying to pop it up off the nose of my car, and I just missed that. Can't be missing stuff like that. You know, that's really simple stuff. It's an easy fly for me. There's no reason I should be missing those kind of balls, those kind of shots, but mistakes happen. Like I said, I had a good game last game, and you know, I scored 2 goals, and yeah, even though I missed one, and that's bad for me as well. Jeez, Dr. Phil. See, I'm making mistakes, but that's all right. That's all right. He says sorry. He said my fault. Like, I get it, you know, and it's nice to be able to have that as a backup. That's all I'm saying. It's just nice to be able to have him there to say, hey, it's cool. Like, you good. I made a mistake too. Always got to be paying attention. I'll say that too. Always pay attention. Watch out for demos. Watch out for, see, there you go. Watch out for, you know, any sneaky plays, you know. People coming in on passing plays and things like that, because it sneaks up on you. And if you're not paying attention, those demos will catch you. Gotta be watching out. I do not like that. I'm getting out of here. Don't be afraid to save your boost as well. Just, you know, it's the little things you have to keep paying attention to. You know, those of you who aren't particularly up there in like champ and diamond and whatnot, like, there's a lot of things you gotta watch, and if your brain can't do that, then that does make it tough. And I will say you'll develop the skill over time. I swear you will. I wasn't able to do it at the start. It's like people who play, you know, MMOs. You'll get it eventually. The 12 buttons that you gotta press to do a couple of moves, you know, you'll get it eventually. I swear. You just gotta keep practicing. It's all about training your brain. It's all about, you know, giving your best. It's that kind of stuff that drives the brain to remember what's going on. Oh my goodness. I was really hoping I'd be able to dunk him. I was trying to fake it, to tell you the truth. A lot of people don't fall for those anymore. I was hoping I'd put the ball a little bit more in towards the goal rather than away from it. But I'm gonna leave that. See, notice how I shadow him just a little bit, because you know, there's a chance he can get dunked. There's a chance he can, you know, 50 or, you know, anything really. So by shadowing him, I'm giving myself the opportunity to be the first to capitalize on whatever happens next, and that's why I'm there. I want to be the first to capitalize. If I'm not first, right, then I'm last, really. But no, I'm just kidding. But I mean, that's real. You got to be on your toes. You know, you got to be on your toes. You ain't on your toes, yeah, you're just gonna get beat. It's as simple as that. Give a nice little banger. Hopefully it dropped. Yeah, you see, he shadowed me a little bit. He was able to be the first one onto the touch that I made, and look what it led to. So I chose to bang it out there because I saw one guy back. I was like, hopefully I beat him. And if I don't, he's got to save it. And if he saves it, then whoever's behind me has got an opportunity to shoot that. And then if he saves that, we've still got the third guy, you know, and then it's essentially 1v1. So it's a prime opportunity. If there was 2 or 3 guys in goal or rotating towards goal, I probably wouldn't have chosen to shoot that ball with such power. I would have just been giving it away to the other team, and I don't want to do that. So it's all about what you see in front of you, as well as, you know, what you believe your skill to be. You know, you can't do anything that's outside of your skill, right? Because, come on, man, you got to be hitting those. But you got to be, you know, you got to be honest with yourself. Can I hit this? You know, can I not hit this? And honestly, I will say, Dr. Dill, that's not a good choice. Dr. Dill hits that off the backboard. You know, I don't know what he's looking for. He's essentially doing the same thing as, you know, the person, as our opponent. I do, you know, we get a lucky a stall there in the middle, and it works out for us and we get the goal back. But him coming up for that, basically he's hitting it the same way as their teammate, as our opponent. So by doing that, he's essentially helping the other team, right? They're expecting that, right? They're hoping that, that's the way the ball's going to come off after it's hit, regardless of who hits it. That's the way they're hoping the ball's going to come off. So you have to choose a different direction. You have to pick a different side, and that's just a really nice hit from me, to tell you the truth. Not trying to gas myself up, but I read him like a book, and I was like, he's gonna pop it, jumped, but I can do that because I have someone behind me. Okay, if I didn't have anybody behind me, if I didn't have a third teammate, I can't push there. It's all about those little things. It's all about how you take in the situation, who's around you. Like I said, just every time it's the same thing. That's how it works. But nice GG. Should have hit it a little harder than that because we're only up one, or were we actually up two? No, we were only up one. I should have banged that. I should have absolutely destroyed that ball. I don't know why I just tapped it, but I wasn't worried about it. So, but enjoyable. That's right. I forgot, but that's all I have for you today. I hope the little tips, the little tricks. I hope I didn't go off to too much of a tangent. I was just trying to do some solo something today. I wanted to make it enjoyable for you guys as well as for myself. I prefer the more funny stuff. Let me know if you prefer the more funny stuff. I just thought this might be something worth trying. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Hope you guys had a wonderful day. If you enjoyed the video, please like the video. And if you're enjoying all the content, please subscribe. It will help me out a ton. But with that being said, that's all for me. So I'm Bear50Cal82, signing off.